Hi. Okay, this is crazy. I'm so nervous to do these things. I don't know why. Oh my gosh. Hi, my name is Gus. Gustavo, but many of you guys know me as Gus. And I think I want to start a YouTube channel. Oh my god. The main purpose is I think I've decided I really want to pursue a music career. And I feel like it's been the universe's big plan that I'm supposed to be where I am right now to pursue my love of music and to keep going with that. And so, as some of you know, I've released a couple of songs recently, and everyone's been so kind about that. I remember in creating the music and in creating the music video and the photo shoots and the conceptualizing, I think I just remembered how at home I felt within the entire process. And I kind of felt like, okay, like I'm supposed to be doing this. Like this is what I'm meant to be doing. Like my heart is so content right here doing this. I've been making music since I was, I don't know, like 14 or 15. I started producing on GarageBand on my phone, as many of us do. And it just became this sort of adoration for music. I've always loved weird, interesting music. Whenever I would connect to our car's speakers on the drive to school, my sister and my mom would always be like, what the fuck are you playing? But I think that's where it all started for me, is I just love interesting sounds and I wanted to create interesting sounds. When my family started going through things that were a bit difficult, I created more. Like I doubled down and I started creating this music that felt like it resonated with what was happening to me at the time as well. And then the two kind of just married each other, where I think the only reason why I survived so much of what I've lived through is because I was able to channel that and create something meaningful that almost formed a sort of cathartic experience for me as a teenager. And so I just kept doing that. And then I had my first relationship. My grandfather passed away. I moved provinces. I moved out of my parents' house. A lot of these things had happened, and music had always been a constant in my life, and I'd always been creating throughout the entirety of it. But there is this essence of being a perfectionist that exists within every artist, I think. And that has been like the main reason as to why I feel like I've never actually given myself to this declaration of what I want to do. I've never really been like, oh, I want to make music. You know, it's just been, I've been nervous. But here I am. I'm 24 years old. I'm living on my own. I live with one of my best friends. And I've decided, like, you know what? I think I want to be a pop star. I think I want to do it. I think I'm going to go ahead and do it. I'm just going to try it. Okay, the one on the left or the right? This is the gas. The one in the middle is the brake, right? Mm-hmm.
Using the ignition.
Foot on brake.
All the way.
But foot on the brake, right?
Yeah. Good.
Okay.
Now you can let go of the keys, and then just switch your light on. Take
Gently
your
let my
foot
foot off the gas.
Yeah.
Look around.
Off of the brakes.
Off of the brake.
Yeah. And then
it's moving. So it really just goes on its own, huh?
It does, yeah, to a certain extent.
Okay, I'm gonna press on the gas now.
Yeah. And then just like tap. Yeah. Like it doesn't really need a lot of pressure for the gas to go. If anything,
I'm driving. That's like crazy to me. But in the midst of trying to make this all happen, I realized like a part of this is you have to market yourself. You have to put yourself out there, and you have to let people perceive you. And so then in thinking of what felt natural, what felt right, what felt genuine, I was like, you know what? I just want to record the whole. I want to record the whole thing. I'm gonna record the whole thing. I'm gonna make videos. I want to just have an archive, a record of this entire process. And no matter where I end up, I want to keep, going at it. And so I think this is the beginning. I think we are at the start right now. Okay, as you guys saw, I just got back from driving with my friend Carlos. I went to the registry today and replaced my license because I lost it, so that is why I had to hop right behind the wheel. If you guys didn't know, I'm originally from BC, and the transit is a lot better in BC than it is in Edmonton, so I have to humbly Uber everywhere here because transit is so awful. And the alternative is getting my license, my full license, which I never had to because again, in BC you could just train everywhere. So we're working on it. It was one of the things I'm really working towards, aside from, global domination with my music. Anyways, I'm currently going to try to finish 2 of the songs I mentioned earlier. I need to finish some vocal takes and some vocal arrangements. I finished writing one of them, and so I actually think they're both fully written, but I get to this into this lull with recording my vocals because I feel a little bit insecure about my voice sometimes. I just think it's a lot to sit and record and get it right, because I have to focus on engineering all of it too. So it takes me a little bit. Like I that's when I start to fall out of love with the songs. Cause everybody knows I'm running. Cause everybody knows your love is. I'm in the parking lot. And I'm screaming your name. I didn't tell anybody where I was going. Cause everybody knows I'm running. But you know, we're gonna roll with it because we have one take where it does sound good. So we're gonna roll with it. And I reflected on what I love and the artists that I love, and I think I've always loved storytelling. I feel often at times I've been more affected by the stories that I've heard rather than the experiences that I've lived. And I think it's because when you're reading something or watching something, it's the closest that you can get to someone's mind, like their intentions, like what they think, what they move through, what they go through. And in this world, in this life where we tend to feel quite isolated sometimes, to be able to experience a semblance of what somebody else is throughout however they choose to share that experience, I think that's such a fascinating concept. I love that, and that's why I think I love hearing stories. And I decided, okay, like I think I want to translate that and use that for myself, and here we are. So I resonate a bit more with like long form videos and like vlogging. I've always loved vlogging, and me and Mads have a whole TikTok where that's what we do. And ever since I was young, I've always edited videos on iMovie. I was such an iMovie person in high school. And so it feels quite fitting that I think this is what I've landed on to sort of document the experience and what it's like being an artist, starting from basically ground zero to, I don't know, like wanting to meet Beyonce or something like that, you know? Okay, so I'm just on my way home from work, and I did something that felt really crazy at work today. I will tell you guys if it happens. And I'm so giddy, I feel crazy. But I think I'm being really serious about this commitment to doing this, so I've just done something that I think aligns with this a little bit more. Whenever I get into these like situations where work feels like it's consuming my life, or I feel like I'm paying too much attention to something that isn't my calling, I just remember like, oh my God, my life feels like it's meant for so much more than this. And I'm like, in my head, like, how did I get here? Why? Like, it just feels so off. And so today I think I've taken a step in the right direction. I think this like sense of joy or happiness means that hopefully I am doing something right this time. I just can't help but feel like I'm made for so much more than this. And so that's why I think it's just so important for me to do these things now. So, like if you agree. I've been very fortunate, I think, to have a circle of people in my life, my parents included, who really believe in me. And I think ever since I was young, I've been so lucky and blessed to have people in my corner who have always said, you know, Gus, like you're meant for really great things, like you're gonna do really big things one day. And I feel like this is my big thing. Like I really do feel like this is my my calling. And it's crazy saying that on camera for the first time because I've never actually said that before, but it does feel like that. And so then when people hear my music, when people hear like the stuff that I produce, the stuff I don't post, like when they see me make something, I think it like, I've been, again, so lucky to have people be like, this is what you need to be doing. Like, this is going to take you somewhere one day. You have to keep pursuing this. And I don't know why I have this certain anxiety with going all in on something that I'm so unsure about. But I'm at a point in my life where I think I'm ready to take that on. And I think I need to listen to everybody when they say, this is, you know, going to work out for me. And so I'm going to choose to trust everyone who has said that to me. And we're going to do it. We're going to see how far this takes me. Okay, I'm on the way to work. I feel like my makeup does not look good today. I didn't pack a lunch. My hair also, I feel like it's not gonna stay today. Ugh.
You have your neck found?
Her name, oh my God. No, before that.
Jason.
That's Noah.
Yes, you know this. You'll know it. Yes, it's her.
She's big brother. But Jason.
I don't know how you guys do lip liner. I feel like that's the one thing I can't do.
Turn it up.
I think lately I've been contenting with the feeling of everything kind of falling apart in my life a little bit. I've been saying to my friends it feels like I made a mistake sometime last year, and I've created sort of like an alternate timeline. And I came to the realization the other day that I felt like I was in the wrong place at the wrong time, doing the wrong thing. You know, I was actually thinking back, I was talking to my mom and I was crying on the phone thinking, where did I go wrong? Like, usually I'm so good at trusting my gut and my instinct, and I've gotten this far, like, living on my own, like, accomplishing so many other things after moving out by trusting my gut, but it feels like this is the one time where I just think I got it wrong somewhere. When I was on the phone with my mom, she was like, you know, take a deep breath, like, go out for a walk, shower, get out of bed, and in the appropriate order. And she's like, I think you just have to do what makes you happy. I felt almost like I'd returned to this childlike state of this, like, dumbing things down to their simplest form, like what does make me happiest. And when I was filming this music video in March and I was making the music and sending it off and doing all these things, I have never felt more connected to something in my life, like pouring my heart out to something and feeling like it's gonna land somewhere that's right. Sometimes I think I've wasted too much of my life not pouring enough of myself into this, and so part of the excitement I think I have with this next chapter of my life is finally giving it the attention it deserves. So, but yeah. Is it the words that they say, or the things that I left People always ask, you know, like, what are you gonna do when you're famous? My dream, and God, you are listening, so please, this is what I don't know if I want to be like a super incredibly famous, but I would love to be able to support myself and my family enough that I can move into a farm, into a cottage, wherever it may be, with animals. I really want like cows and sheep, and I want to just make music and take care of my family. That is the dream, and anyone who knows me knows that is the dream. Like, it's all I would talk about with one of my ex-boyfriends was just like, I need to get to the farm. Like, whenever things were getting too crazy, I was like, I need to focus on getting to the farm. And so consider this my open invitation to accepting the farm and my future animals that I can get to tend to. Okay, so I'm just getting back home from work, and I don't know what's been up with me. I think maybe again because of all these changes and the stress that I'm under, but I've been so nauseous the whole week. Anyways, I've been listening to the new Kalila album. Oh, I actually gave it a listen while I was getting ready once, and I didn't give it the attention it deserved. But when I was able to sit down and like Ubered home listening to it, I almost started crying. I was like, it's such a seamless album. And like the first listen, like she spoke a lot about how there's a lot of guitar influences on this album, and the first listen through I was like, I don't really feel like the emphasis of the guitar. But then when I was being a bit more intentional with my listen, I was like, it's almost just like it just takes you through the whole thing. It was so great. The song with Pink Panthers is my absolute favorite, on repeat. I watched the music video when I was in my Uber on the way to work as well, and I cried. Like, there's a specific part right in the middle where the music stops and it picks up again. Cried. It was so good. I love Kalila. I've listened to Kalila since I was like 14 or 13 when Take Me Apart was coming out, because I found her through Attica, and love Kalila. This is a song that I don't think, I don't know if I'm gonna put this out. But every time I play it, I'm like, wait, this is fun. I like it. But when I like start breaking it down, I'm like, no, like the foundations like aren't good. Like the bones aren't there, so I like can't do it. I got something to prove. How you always keep me feeling like I ain't enough for you. Yeah. Okay, enough rambling. What is this gonna be? I'm gonna record, I think, like the process. I have 2 new songs that I'm working on. I just released 2. The music videos on this channel. It feels so crazy saying that. But the music video is on this channel if you want to watch that. And I want to record a music video next month, and I want to keep making music, so you're gonna get to see all of that, and I'm gonna get to talk about the process and what I'm doing, and people get to, I guess, experience this all with me, which I think is so exciting if you care. Because I've always thought it was so interesting watching people start from ground zero and then create something so substantial for themselves, and that's the goal. I think that's what I want. I know that's what I want, so we're doing it. Ah! Welcome. Ah! Hi guys, Gus from the future. So I went part-time. Woo! I can talk about it now. Part-time, very loosely, I get to work 4 days a week now. And if you know me, I have been working since I was 16, and I was working literally until like 9:30 to 10 p.m. when I was in high school, and then I started working full-time immediately after. Obviously COVID hit, but I was back to working full-time. I've never not worked full-time. So it's a really big deal for me to be at a point in my life where I can pull back on work just a little bit and still survive comfortably and feel good, and like know that I'm gonna pay my bills and be able to go out for a nice dinner with my friends and not have to work as hard as I've been working for the last however many years of my life. So major change for me. And I heard in Europe, where they do have the 4-day work weeks, everyone has a great time and mental health is amazing. So I'm hoping it does the same thing for me, but I think this will be really great for really throwing myself into the things I want to throw myself into. So yes, that is a change. At some point I thought I was going to have to just restart all over again and have a different job and all these different things, which, you know, is scary, but would have been the situation. Like, whatever happens, right? But this is what we landed on, so I'm really excited about it. I think it'll be a good change, and Squirtle thinks it's a good change too. So yes, that is the big thing. Yay.